The future is to eat well, and you know I'm French. So welcome in this video here. My name is Galatée. If you are yet a subscriber to this channel, you know it, and you know that I am futurist and that I share here precious information to better live in the present, because if we want to build a desirable future, all is in our present action. So obviously, in case you are not yet subscriber, you understand that by doing so now, you will have a lot of valuable information to better build your future. So please subscribe, like and share, like this it's done. So how do I know the future in advance? How can I do? I analyze very widely and deeply the past and the present, and I distill a prognosis for each subject on the future. My intuition is very useful and very sharp over the year. The difficulty is that often my interlocutor are not ready to hear the future, to hear their future. This is why I choose to create this community on YouTube. This is why I make a lot of effort to do this also in English, to communicate with the most open-minded people, those who share my intuition, those who share my forecast, and doing that contributes spreading the information to co-create this desirable future for each and every one. In my previous video, I tackled the matter of sleeping well, because lack of sleep is a chronic evil of our modern society, and fighting against it is crucial to create what we want every day. Here we put the link to this video about sleeping well. Obviously, after sleeping well, which is the basis, I want to discuss today about eating well. And you know, I'm French, I think you know, and I am from a French wine grower family with 200 years of history in wine, so imagine. So a little disclaimer, what I will say is based on my personal experience, and I am not a doctor or a nutritionist. And at the end of this video, to go further, I will do a private sharing with full information. What I want to share now is how to eat well, and it's very uncomfortable because it will go against what you can hear everywhere else. When you talk about a milestone that will happen, first it seems weird, then it scares a lot of people or irritates and provokes sometimes violent reaction. So what I will say will provoke violent reaction. I know it in advance, sorry. And then it becomes normal. What I will say will become normal in 10 years. So in some years, to say that veganism is an attempt to sterilize the population will be normal. Today, it may seem weird or induce your violent reaction. I understand it perfectly. I understand the vegan. I just want that all those young vegan women and their daughter in the future can easily make their baby later. This is why I am doing this sharing now in advance. I myself was vegetarian before having my first child at 35 years old. When I was little, I was cycling with my parents, and where there was a bird in trouble, even a little bird in trouble on the side of the road, I stopped, and if I could not save him, I cried and I refused to live without the bird, and this can last for hours. I am extremely sensitive, even now, to the animal suffering. However, we must accept in the processing of information not to have all the solution immediately. This is to be adult. In the future, animal suffering will be completely eradicated. It's sure. But this project is so vast that a good 10 years or more are necessary. So this will be long, and what to do now? It's important what we can do in the present. So saying I don't eat animal product to save the animal cause is pretty ineffective, sorry. It's like saying, I do not go into a car or I do not drive to avoid any accident. If you do that, this will not resolve accidents that occurs to others, and it will not implement good measure to reduce and eliminate the accident. You know what I mean? So when making a freeway for the future with connected car train, with several cars hooked together, this is a solution. This is a solution that is happening in the present for the future. You move forward with your car, you avoid traffic jam, you control the speed and the arrival time, and you rest or you watch a movie in your autonomous car, and you greatly reduce the risk of accident and air pollution. This is a real solution. Even an accident can happen, and it will happen, and from one accident to the other, we are able to solve problems and to create solutions. This is what I want to share with you. Since ancient time, humans have partially eaten animal product. Think of a future where we all be vegan or vegetarians. It seems to me unrealistic. And on the other hand, imagine that meat reproduced in a laboratory could be a good quality. To me, it's a real question. It already exists, this meat in laboratory. However, my point is that nothing can match what nature, Mother Nature, creates for us. At best, we have the current situation which is ordering with the vegetarian people who ate carnivores people, and vice versa. And in their division, well orchestrated by the main media, do never undergo anything to reduce and solve animal problems. So none of them are doing nothing to reduce and solve animal suffering if they are fighting together. While all together we can solve the problem in 10 years with what we buy. A carnivore who buys meat every week, organic certified meat, for example, according to certain code, is more effective against animal suffering than a vegan protesting and buying only veggie. Sorry to say that too. In short, I want to refocus on the subject, which is to be in your full power every day and to create your desirable future, of course by sleeping well, but also by eating well. And I have tried, even being French, everything, I have experienced a lot of things in the past years. I was vegetarian, I was vegan time to time, I've done the keto diet, the ketogenic diet. I gained 20 kilos, it's in kilos, with my first pregnancy and 30 kilos with my second pregnancy. So in total is 50 kilos for 10 years. I let you convert in pounds, sorry, I don't know. And my second pregnancy was at 42. I made a baby suicide attempt when I was baby, because I was dehydrated totally with the industrial food that was given to me, and I was saved being 6 months by a doctor and carrot juice. So I know a lot of things since a lot of time about food. In 1982, my narcissistic perverse mother was changing the routine with organic food, and for example she was putting pasta in a Tupperware with hot water, but the problem that the water was still in the Tupperware for the lunch, and then my mother fight me to eat everything. So imagine the consistency of and the taste of this false food with good organic intention. And she practiced on me and my brother a lot of experience about food, from raw onion to swallow in whole in the morning to cure a cold instead of love us, or nail in apple to make me absorb iron, and this without any kindness, even from outside, you could believe. So anyway, I just share this because when at your very young age you have that perverse experience of this type around food and love, one, you know, you identify perfectly hypocrisies and perversion even with the best intention displays. And two, you never stop finding the truth and the best food for you and the best love for you. And when it comes to food, we are all unique. However, after all this year, I think I have found a good and universal guideline which can help my contemporaries. This is why I am sharing all this personal information now. And with my loved one, I know that it's very personal choice that follow our evolution to each, and I respect the path of each. So eating well, in resume, is loving yourself well. A baby is with the love in the womb of his mother, is constantly fed of what he needs. It is quite simple what we must reproduce as an adult, and to have all the power we need for our body and for our spirit. By loving each other in a better way, we pay loving attention to the world and of the being around us, and we can all work together to give us a good life before our death. Yes, I know it's also a taboo subject, and yet essential to integrate, to be able to do the same for our animals. So if you want to eat well, and if you want to be full of energy from the morning to the night, which is important in our modern life, if you want to repair your body, if you want to repair your cells at night and stay healthy, if you want to significantly reduce the aging process of your body, of your skin, if you want to lose excess of weight, if you want to detox deeper than anything else you can see, and if you want to eat everything by keeping a pleasant social life, I give you my routine in a private sharing, my simple routine without constraint, elaborate after 47 years of struggle, and which emerged just the day I let go, of course. I break down an open door, and yet this is how we move forward, all of us. You know it yet, I'm sure. So, in short, everything is in the link here, also in the description of this video. This is a very rare information coming from France, and it's under the title To Reinvent Ourselves. This is what our era demands of us. This is essential to reinvent yourself simply in a few days, without any injection, without any time-consuming process, just with pleasure, just with love. I am French. I also have everything. I give you everything to sleep well, to walk well, to surround yourself well. Follow me on Instagram if it's not yet done. We are more and more on Instagram, so thank you. Sharing all this information and opening the discussion in the comments is very precious, and especially so if you do nothing after this video, it's okay, but if you click here or on the link on the description, you will have a lot of precious information. Thank you for watching. Bye bye. You're still there. Thank you for watching until the end. And so sharing all this is very important, and here please take a few more seconds to integrate in the deep of your heart, in the deep of your foot, that your hand, your plate, that what nourish you well is love in reality, and that you deserve this love, and you deserve this love for yourself. We never finish loving each other well. So sleeping well is loving ourselves. Having good food and real food is giving love to ourselves. So love is different from starving yourself. Love is different from depriving yourself. Even if you can make it wait a little, a bit like in seduction, in love, in desire, you can wait to eat something. But you need really to see that love is nourishing, love is good, love is comforting, love is tender, love is life-giving and full of energy. Love is excessive sometimes, and it's okay, but when it stays periodic, when the excess stays periodic. Since love, finally, we face that in love we face our full potential and we face our responsibility as an adult. So love yourself fully. This is the real conclusion of this video, and please like it, share it, and if you are ready, if it's the right moment for you to reinvent yourself, it's happening in the link of the description of this video. The link is also here, and I hope to see you when you are ready to reinvent yourself on the other side. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.